Hey guys, welcome! As you know, tech is getting cheaper each day. You can get a really awesome 7-inch tablet for 200 bucks. Speaking of the Nexus 7, of course. But how much tablet do you get for a quarter of this price? Well, let's find out. I'm going to review the hot item Y27B. It's a China tablet, 7-inch, Android 4.1.1 and runs with a dual-core CPU clocked at 1.2 GHz. So let's find out if it's any good. As you can see, I already started unpacking it. It comes in a generic tablet box. And of course you will find a manual, which is pretty useless, an USB OTG cable, which I will explain a little bit later, of course a standard USB cable to connect it to the PC, and a charger. I bought this tablet for around 50 bucks from vocalprice.com. You can find a link to it in the description. As you might expect, the tablet is made entirely of plastic. That includes the screen, so there's no Gorilla Glass. And if you don't like scratches on your screen, you probably should get a screen protector too. While the front side of the device looks pretty okay for such a cheap tablet at least, the back side isn't really a looker. On the front of the device we have a low resolution webcam. Next to it on the top there is a mini HDMI port, a micro USB port, the charging socket and the on and off switch. On the right side of the tablet you'll find the audio jack and the volume rockers. And next to it is the micro SD card slot. The display has a resolution of 1024 by 600 pixels, but it's a cheap TN panel, so the viewing angles are very bad, as you can see. Despite that, it's much better than the more likely 800 by 480 resolution, which the other cheap tablets got. To give you a little comparison how big or how small the tablet is, here is a direct comparison to the Nexus 10, which of course is a 10-inch tablet. Also you can see the difference in brightness of the two devices and the viewing angles. As I mentioned before, the tablet is made entirely of plastic, so it's not very sturdy at all. The tablet lacks a real glass front, so you can bend it a lot and you can even press the touchscreen from behind. So you get a funny kind of color distortion. This happens too if you press the front screen too hard. Here you can see me playing Fruit Ninja. As you can see, Simple 3D is not a problem for the tablet. It runs absolutely fluently. Also, sound quality is okay too. It's not very loud and it's a little bit trashy sounding, but for such a cheap tablet it's okay. The touchscreen reacts pretty fast and pretty accurate and supports up to 3 fingers at once. Of course you can run a lot of other games on the tablet too. It uses a Mali 400 GPU, which isn't the worst in the world. Sadly, the most 3D games I was going to test didn't start at all or crashed very soon. But if you have a wish which game I should test on this tablet, just write it down in a comment and I will do that for you. So now for a better comparison without testing every single game, I ran a few benchmark tests. You just saw running Quadrant, which scored 2253, which is pretty unamazing, of course. I also ran the latest version of Antutu, which gave me 5131 points, which is pretty low end too, of course, but it gave me a chance to see a little more device information, so here are the detailed specs. Pause the video if you want to. Of course you can use the Y27B to browse the web, so let's test how good it is viewing websites. I choose Engadget.com as an example. As you can see, the load time is okay, you don't have to wait forever, and you can scroll smoothly. It's also possible to view Flash sites with Flash content. The Adobe Flash player is pre-installed already. So once again, here I'm using both browsers to show my own YouTube page and the video review of the Yumi X2. While 720p videos are played back quite okay, with just a little stutter, 1080p videos are crashing instantly. As you can see, it works, but it's not really stable. The best feature, in my opinion, of this tablet is the OTG support. That means you are capable to put a USB keyboard, mouse, gamepad or any storage device directly on the tablet. Even some Wi-Fi sticks are working. As you can see, I've just connected my USB drive to it and will show you how it plays back 720p MKV content. You can use the video player which comes with the tablet. It works flawlessly. Even 1080p videos are working. And that's pretty nice. Together with the HDMI output, you can use it as a media player. For using the HDMI output, you have just to connect the tablet with your TV or other HDMI device via the micro HDMI. Then you can choose the device and different resolutions. You also can add some zoom or effects to the video. The signal is mirrored on the device and the tablet parallel. So, what are my final thoughts to this tablet? You might think for this price you can't get wrong, but seriously, if you can afford it, buy a better tablet. If you really need a 7-inch tablet to do reading, surfing and media entertainment, go and buy the new Nexus 7 or similar tablet. But if you can't afford it or only need a cheap media player for once in a while surfing the web, the tablet is quite fine. And the features for this money are great. You won't get OTG and HDMI output for that cheap anywhere else.